Hey children, do you know what time it is? Of course, it's time for a story. Welcome to Storytime. Hey there and welcome to Storytime, a weekly series where I'm going to tell you a story from my life and I just hope you enjoy listening to it. First of all, let me apologize for the intro, I just had to try that out, I really hope you guys didn't mind. And yeah, let's continue with the story. This time I'm going to tell you the story about how I punched a guy in the face, and it was about 2 times I did that, so yeah. When I was studying philosophy at the university, I had to move to a little town, to a little village, with about 300, people living there. And about 600 animals or something like that, so it was ridiculous. But you know, the rents were very, very low there, so I could afford an apartment on my own and it was okay. So yeah, I moved there. But the thing was, I had to travel about 15 kilometers every day just to get to the train station. And when I was at the train station, I had to use the train to get to the university and to get to the town where the university was. And when I was in that town, I had to use the bus to get to the university. So all of that took me about 2 hours. So you could imagine that I was, I wasn't in a good mood when I had to do that all the time. It was just ridiculous. So, yeah, on this day, I just, drove my bike to the train station, went to the university, and I had a really long day, and it was a shitty day, I had a little fight with my girlfriend back then. I was about 21, 22 or something like that. So, yeah, it was just a very shitty day. It was raining, and oh my god, the classes were so boring. I don't know. It was just one of these really shitty days. So when I came back to the train station, though, on my way home, I wanted to just ride my bike and get home. And there it was. My bike was standing there, and someone took the saddle off the bike. It was stolen. It was ridiculous. So I had no chance to ride that thing home, so I had to walk. So I took my bike and I was walking and everything was okay. I was really pissed off, At that time I couldn't afford a new saddle, so I knew I had to walk this long track every day, and it was just, I was so, angry and pissed off. So yeah, I was walking there and I had to wait on a street corner, for the cars to pass and stuff like that. And this little, this little guy came up to me. He had 2, how would you call them today? I think you would call them bitches now. I don't know. It's just, he was one of these, I don't know, one of these hip-hop guys. He was wearing his pants around his ankles and he just looked ridiculous. But he had this slutty women on his arms. He was probably maybe 15 or 16, and the girls couldn't have been that much older. So he was coming up to me and he was all like, "Oh my god, motherfucker, what happened to your bike? What, you're an idiot?" and stuff like that. And something like, "Oh, you don't have a saddle, you're stupid." And oh my god, he just sounded like such an idiot. But I was so angry, but okay, I just thought, ignore him, everything will be fine, just ignore him. But this guy didn't, he didn't back up, and he was still taunting me like, "Hey motherfucker, answer me, you're so stupid." And oh my god. And, then something happened. He came over to me and he kicked my bike. He kicked it 2 or 3 times very fast, so it fell to the ground. And he kicked it while it was on the ground, and he almost, damaged it. So I was telling him, "Could you stop that? Just stop it," or, And I couldn't even finish that sentence. I was so angry. So I wanted to, recover my bike, but he just took my bike and he threw it a little bit. He couldn't throw it very wide, but he just threw it. And I was so angry, I just went over there and punched him in the face as hard as I could. This guy, yeah, he was knocked out basically. So he went to the floor, he went to the ground, he was down. And yeah, his little girls there, they were not crying, but they were screaming at me. And, they are like, "Oh my god, you asshole, he didn't do anything to you. Oh, you stupid asshole." And this one girl came over to me and, tried to slap me and stuff like that. And I just shoved her back and I said to her, "If you don't want to join him on the ground, you should back up." And maybe my moods or my voice, I don't know, but she was really scared and they actually backed off, and I just, recovered my bike and got home. But this isn't the end of this story, and that's the hard part. So maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, there was a little you know, there was a little thing in the neighbor town, so something like, I don't know, how do you call it, but there were, you know, there were little cubicles all around, and you could buy food and everything, and there was music. I don't know how you call that. So I was there with two of my friends and my girlfriend back then. So we were there and we were just having a okay time. You know, these things are always kind of stupid for me, but yeah, we were having kind of a good time. And while we were walking a street, we were going to the car. One of my friends had a car, so we were going there. We had to pass a little, you know, of these small streets. It was kind of dark. And while we were walking there, 5 guys came up to us, and one of them was the little guy I punched in the face a couple of weeks ago. And he was totally angry, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to kill you now, you bastard! How dare you embarrass me in front of my bitches, and you're a motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you!" And yeah, he took out a knife, and I was kind of scared there, because yeah, you know, it's a knife, and there were 5 guys, and we were only 3 guys and 1 girl, so yeah, kind of bad odds. And one of them had a baseball bat. But the thing is, actually, me and my 2 friends, we are 3 black belts, and I didn't ever tell you that, but I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. I don't know how to pronounce it in English, but I'm a black belt there, so I know how to defend myself. And you know, a black belt, I had experience like 6 to 8 years back then. I started off when I was 14, so yeah, and my friends had the same experience. So we had to, you know, defend ourselves, and I don't know how we did it, but we actually, you know, we actually did it. We defended ourselves against these 5 guys, and in the process I broke the nose of the little fucker that tried to kill me with a knife. And damn. And in the next couple of weeks he was running around and he was telling everyone how he beat me up, but how he somehow, you know, he took 1 punch to the face and he still beat me up. But I don't think anyone believed him. But we beat him up so bad, it's horrible. You know, in retrospective, and back then actually too, I'm not really proud of what I did, but I just had to do it. I had to punch that guy. And you know, after that little incident, I had you know, people were thinking I was some kind of badass, if you know what I mean. It's you get this kind of reputation, you know. If you punch someone in the face, or if you punch multiple guys, you just get this kind of badass reputation. So people were kind of more respectful to me, and that was kind of good, but it was, you know, kind of a weird thing at the same time, because I don't want to be respected just because I can punch someone in the face that's a stupid asshole. But yeah, so that's what happened. I punched a couple of guys in the face. I had to defend myself. I had to defend my girl. I was the, you know, the knight in shiny armor. Kind of. It sounds weird to say that, but yeah. So that's the story, how I punched someone in the face. I have to come up with a title, maybe. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little story from my life, and please leave a rating, please leave a comment, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It will really help me out. You know that it really helps the channel out. And yeah, I'm kind of running low on stories, but we will see how it goes in the future. So, as I said, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Lost Link, signing out.